Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video, and this one is titled, Is My Wife Cheating or Am I Too Paranoid? Please make sure you like the video and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. So let's get right into it. Hi everyone, I really wanted to get other people's opinions and advice. A bit of background. I'm married for 10 years with 4 great kids. We have had our ups and downs, but have a pretty solid marriage, but I've got a sneaky suspicion she is cheating. Never cheated before, I'm pretty sure. Why do I think she is cheating? She goes walking most nights with her sister, and this isn't unusual, and I never thought anything of it, but just for context, her sister lives with 2 guys, one of which I suspect she is cheating with. She normally goes walking when her sister is home in the evening, but has started the last few months going in the morning after she drops the kids off once a week or so when her sister is at work. I thought it was odd and never questioned it until this week. She went to do some shopping, it's about 500 meters from her sister's house, after dropping the kids off, and I needed something in the shop, so I tried ringing her and she never answered. So I checked that Find Your iPhone app, and it says she's in her sister's house. Her sister is at work. She then rang me back a few minutes later returning my call. I asked her was she still in the shop, and she said yes. I asked her to get the stuff I needed, and she said okay, but I'm just back in the car park and need to go back. On the Find My iPhone app, it lists her watch too, and both say she is at this specific address. Can this app be wrong and say you're at an address even though you're in a supermarket 500 meters away? I felt when she came home she was asking me if I am okay or what's wrong with me. I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, but the more I think about it, things don't add up. Other things like, she goes into her sister's for a few drinks every now and then, but on one of her recent ventures she stayed the night. First time ever. On the couch. Comes home and first thing she does is have a shower. Like literally home next morning and straight into the shower. We have been having a lot more intercourse lately, and good intercourse. She seems a lot more into it, which I'm not complaining about, but is it guilt? And the first comment says, this is what you do. Next time she goes on a walk while her sister is at work and her GPS shows that she's at her sister's house, call her about something random like, where are you? I was thinking of going to the store to get XYZ and ask if she wants to go together. Now, here's the catch. If she lies about where she is, you got her. But don't call her out on the lie yet. You drive over to the sister's house and knock on the door. Wait until they open and go check what she's doing in there. I know it'll be hard, but you just gotta know. If you find nothing, it's still suspicious that she's lying to you about her locations, and she could still be cheating on you. At this point, I'd never speak to her again unless I have to and divorce. And the OP replied to this, thanks, I'll get the proof. Regarding never speaking to her again, she's still the mother of my children, and I want them impacted as little as possible. So if it gets to that stage, I'll be cordial for their sake. The big thing is, a divorce is going to severely impact me from a financial perspective. As in, I'll pay the house and bills. She doesn't work as 3 of our kids are young, but this will leave very little for me to actually live. After the realization of this is hitting me, and the impact is going to be horrible. And the reply after that says, and that's why I personally hate marriage. Nonetheless, I'm sorry that this is happening to you, and I wish you the best of luck. And another commenter says, talk to a lawyer to protect yourself as much as you can. And the comment after that says, GPS wouldn't mess up by 500 meters. Keep your cool and get evidence of everything in case it ends badly. Once you get that secured, drive by the sister's apartment one day when she says she is somewhere else, and see if the car is there. If it is, text her and say you know she's lying. I don't think your relationship is unsalvageable. I know, I'll get hate for that. But she's still having intercourse with you. Things are otherwise good, and you haven't lost your mind. I'd sit her down and talk about it. And the OP replied, sorry on the salvageable part. I'll do anything possible to keep us together for the sake of the kids. Not sure if I could if she is in fact cheating, as I think it's hard to come back from, but let's see." And another comment replies, "Do not stay together for the kids' sake. Talking from being one of said kids, just go your own ways and co-parent amicably. My dad stayed and it destroyed him." And the OP replied, "I was really hoping to hear the GPS is always off and finds the most likely location, which would be her sister's, but it was more hope than reality. Thanks for your advice." And the OP left another comment saying, "I'm half thinking of confronting her, as this is not something I can keep in. Problem is, she'll probably deny it and gaslight me." And a commenter replied, "Yes, you are right. Don't do this until you have some solid evidence." And another comment says, "Don't do that, not yet. It will ensure you never know the truth. Look, snooping on the phone isn't a great move, but kinda like law enforcement. You've got enough probable cause to look. With the overnight, check her and her sister's messages at that time. You'll likely be able to see what she said, or see that a bunch are deleted. And if that's the case, you know enough to know she did something wrong then. Sorry, mate, something's going on. Maybe not the full bore cheating, but sure sounds like she effed one of the roommates that night." And one of the last comments says, "Sometimes Google shows places wrong. I don't know about the iPhone app. Regarding your suspicion, you either ask her straight or try to surprise her in one of her strange situations, like going to the place where she claims she is in, or follow her even, or hiring a detective. I prefer you ask her directly and see what happens. I am sorry you feel this way, by the way." And the OP replies, "I'm afraid if I ask her directly and I'm wrong, it's not a nice thing to be asking your wife, and if you have to ask, you're asking for a reason. An example, lack of trust, of which she has never given me a reason not to trust her." And another commenter replied, "Cheaters always lie. Don't show any suspicion. Now you dig. If she says she's shopping and she's really at her affair partner's place, go to her affair partner's place and bust her. But nowadays, she's giving you reasons, isn't she? Ask her why did she sleep in her sister's for the first time in her life? How wasn't she in the places she claimed to be in, etc." And the OP replied, "She stayed because she normally gets the same taxi driver home, and he wasn't working that night. I'd actually believe this, as she'd be cautious with lockdown and limiting the people she is in contact with. It's going straight to the shower topped with this, which added suspicion." Thank you guys for watching. Please comment below and let me know if there's any other subreddits you guys would like me to make videos on, and also like the video and please subscribe.